Well, this is me and old Bonbon, and we're almost got this. Look here, we got 152 degrees. I got the probe in here. We're cooking the chicken underneath here, smoking it away. You see the smoke rising out of here. I gotta close it back down because it's gonna be happy. Yeah, and we're cooking here on a 30-06. Oops, 30-06 smoker. We're using the hickory pellets right over here. We're using the 30-06 from the Smoking Gun Jerky Company and wood-fired pellets grill. And this is a 30-06 from them. And I'm smoking up some chicken. We're in the middle of nowhere, on the middle of nowhere ranch. That's right, middle of nowhere ranch. And you can see around, I'll pan around, my closest neighbor is the Poison family. They're right over this way somewhere. I don't want to get too close to them because the Poison family lives all up and down in through here. Yeah, oak, ivy, and sumac. That's my house because I lost my home because they destroyed it by crime down in Kansas. So this is my home in the poison patch. So I'm in the middle of nowhere. See, you got poison up there. That's all trees are full of poison. And then down here, oh, look what I got over there. I've got me something over here, guys. I'm growing up some bell pepper, some banana peppers as well. So this is me and old Bonbon. We got banana peppers growing right here. And this is all, they're starting to come up, blossom up. Tomato plant, it fell over. It was taller, the wire fell. So, got to fix that. The groundhogs are eating the bell peppers, eating them off, pulling the leaves off, eating them. So I got to get them taken care of a little bit better. The rescue varmints over here. And I got me some serrano peppers here. Chili peppers growing through here. And I think that's a chili pepper. And then I got the Tabasco peppers. They're starting to come ripe. Probably tomorrow I'll probably start picking some of them. Then I got the old groundhog. And this is all poison over here. Everything's poison around there. But anyway, we're over here smoking away. Trying to see if I can catch the varmint. Because he keeps tearing up everything. I got holes like a landmine out here. Don't want to break a leg. So, trying to catch him. Have him shipped out of here. Give him the DNR. So, if I can catch him. If not, he got out last night. But anyway, in the middle of nowhere ranch. My closest neighbor is poison. Anyway, I'm smoking on a 30-06. And it's a good old situation. I did notice something that y'all might be aware of. Do not buy one of these things. It seems like they are no good. I got me a Thermo Pro, and them things are reading 20 degrees temperature higher than actually even the Thermo Pop. The Thermo Pop's reading really close, within 1 to 2 degrees of this. So if you want 165 chicken, you best go almost 200 degrees on that other one. This will be 165, this will be 165 or 170. It'll be within 2 degrees. That ain't so bad. But 25 degrees is off for these things. A double probe. I put 2 of them in. Both of them were in the deal. I pulled them out, set them in here to rinse them off. And I'm going to send that bad boy back. But anyway, you know how you buy something from China. That's what this was. This here probe is from China. And this here thermal is probably from China. And this is probably the only one they made in the whole fleet that actually was good. So anyway, I'm not too happy with that company. But I did find out what I did wrong with this. Somehow I put the meat probe in before I got my actual temperature set for the grill. So, and then I didn't have it plugged into the meat, so it canceled it. So you gotta have your meat in there, and your probe connected to it, and then plug it in. But if it's below 32 degrees, it may show an error code of lines straight through it. That's because it's below 32. You shouldn't be smoking meat at below 32 degrees. It's just gonna bar it on the outside, and it'll still be raw on the side till you actually get it to the right temperature. So get it to room temperature at least, guys, when you go to cook. Don't cook frozen stuff. But this smoker, you can see the smoke coming out of this thing real good right there. And this thing is a smoking gun. This bad boy is a 30-06. Can you believe it? I actually own a 30-06 now. That's right. I can go out. I can't shoot, but guess what? I don't have to have a rifle. I have a smoker. And that bad boy, you can sit on that. These casters are heavy duty down here. I never even lock the wheels because I'm in dirt. It ain't going to move. But if I was on concrete, I'd probably lock it. And then the hopper, if you want to clean it out, you dump out your pellets down here. And then this here, unscrew this knob, kind of lift it up a little bit, and it'll just dump out in a 5-gallon bucket. And then here's where you want to roll up your cord. That's already got there, just all you do. Right here's a good spot for your meat probe to be stored after you clean it up. You know, because right now it's in the meat. And it's nice, guys. I've been looking for 5 years for a smoker, and this is the one I like. So I highly recommend it. I put my approval on it, and it's made everything in Nebraska. Basically, it's over by Lincoln and Seward, Nebraska. They're out of Smoking Gun Jerky Incorporated is out of Lincoln. I'm over here in the middle of nowhere ranch across the river, you know, in good old Iowa, where, you know, we got corn and everything else over here. But I'm learning how to cook. This is my first cook since I bought it, and I've already found out I have issues with controllers, which not these. This one here works correctly. My pop works correctly, but the other one I bought for a lot more money doesn't work. So guys, your thermostats could be very well off and you don't know it. You could be eating raw chicken if you're using that brand, and that sucker would tell you actually a false read of 26 degrees. And this is one of these units, okay, and it comes in this here. It's got a range of 300 foot, but the thing is, if it's wrong, it doesn't do you no good. So I'm not happy with it. And you can see I work off the tailgate. I got my pan here. Once this meat's done, I'll put it in here. I got a foil ball, so I'll scrub the grill. I got applesauce, apple cider, juice, apple cider. I'm not sponsored by nobody. That's a good company. It's tasty. And then I got tea here, but the tea's gone, so I use the jug for a water jug because I don't have running water out here. This stuff goes, this is garbage back in here. This all goes back in there too. So it's all garbage because it's from China. But this is American made, guys. I recommend, I highly recommend American made products because number one is we're Americans. We need to keep the economy going here. I did save up quite a while before I bought this thing, and I bought a grill. And yeah, I do have American made skid loader. This is John Deere, so it's American made too, but it's oldie. My Ford trucks are all Fords. Everything I got is Fords, except I bought this thing. Guys, I bought one of these things, and it's not that safe. I was smoking in there in the winter time, and I didn't clean it out when I was done. But it's caught fire from down here. The grease caught fire, and the bottom fell out. The propane went out, and coals were still lit because I'm trying to heat it. And then I opened the door up, and it got air, and freaking flames come out about 10 feet. Lucky it didn't blow up and kill me. So, yeah, I mean, these things are not safe. I mean, it goes from, when it goes up to 700 degrees on this thing, from 0 to 700, and it goes back to 0. You can't control the heat on that. I'm so fed up with that thing. It was unreal. So I saved up and struggled to buy a American made grill. That's the only way to go. And you can see the digital thing because it's blue. I can see it on my phone, so I'm hoping you can see it on the screen when I upload this. So this is the last part of the smoke. When I take the chicken off, I'm like 4 degrees, and it should shut down. but I'm going to probe all the chicken, make sure it's 165. So with my other probe as well, because the legs got, you know, 165 up on the top. I want to make sure everything's done. I don't want to eat raw chicken, and I don't want to get sick. And pork's the same way, guys. Make sure you cook it all the way through. Inside this thing here, they actually have a chart here that shows what you need to have, what your meat settings are and the temperatures, what the recommendations. So that's a good idea as well. So, and I only put 10 pounds in, guys. The peak was up to here, okay, and I did a 2.5 hour burn in, and it tapered down to about right there. So about right here, where this was about right there, where it was level when I started. And I've been cooking a couple hours for smoking at low and slow at, you know, 265 degrees that I'm cooking at, and right now I'm 162, so I'm 3 degrees away from where it'll kick off and power off. So anyway, I'm gonna let you all roll. I'm gonna double check all the meat, make sure that we have the right temperatures, but I don't want to run it too long. All right, talk to you all later. You guys be safe. And by the way, if you want to vote for somebody for the senator election, write in Kent Keller, K-E-L-L-E-R, and put down, fill in the oval box and put down for senator, Kent Keller for senator for Iowa. Because this way he got a little advertisement for, you know, trying to get his campaign going. Because the guy took a hell of a beating over the years. But also this amino bonbon. And oh, by the way, you want to clean this thing out, it's right here. You just have to unscrew this little knob up here, and then you pull this, and it's all the ashes are out. And then this here is the insert that you want to put. There's an insert right here that you put on the drip pan if you want to just not use, you know, like any liquids in the pan, like apple cider and stuff like that, which I'm using because that gives a little moisture inside the container to help keep from drying out. So anyway, I'm kind of a redneck at this, kind of new, so sorry about inconvenience on me operating the controller, because here's your on and off button, and then here's your feed. Well, you got to feed it when you fill it, you know, get it to start. And then here's your up and down temperatures. This is your actual, your temperature. Okay, if I go set point is actual 165, 64. Set point, grill is 250, so it reads 250. And then go meat probe is 165, so actual is 164. So I believe it's going to be done, guys. I'm pretty sure this meat is done. I'm going to take the probe over here, get the pop. Sorry about the dark screen for a second. You didn't lose video. I just laid you down on the glove so I can get this probe pushed in. I got a meat probe here, and it is 170, 169. This top's all done. It's all done. 166, 167, 170, 70, 70. This is 167. Looks good, looks good. I believe we have a winner, guys. A winner, winner, winner. Oh, wait a minute. 165. Okay. 170. This little piece. This is Cooker's 180. So we actually have everything at what it is. And it says done, guys. It just went out. It's shut down. It's shutting down. Now, if the meat's all done, it says take it off the grill. Basically, when it says that, it's take it off the grill. And we're all good. So, middle of nowhere, guys. A redneck cooking. And then, I'll unplug the probe. And then So it's all done, and I'm not for sure. Well, so and then you set it. Oh, then come over here and after you hit this here, go to cool. And once you hit cool, guys, let that thing run and cycle until it clears out the auger and cools off everything underneath, and then it'll shut off on its own. And it'll just take a few minutes. So, highly recommend one of these guys. I put peanut oil in here, that's why you see all this marbling. And I did that on everything. I use peanut oil, and it really makes everything smell good. And then apple cider on the chicken. I used Mrs. Dash. I use jalopy, and then I use hot and extra spicy. That's what I use, and this thing is cool. Recommend one. Talk to you later.